2020, September 2020. Okay, I will explain exactly how to create the lifestyle we really want after this pandemics and COVID-19, and shows you and shows everybody how to make out force and mind or others to obey your every whim in future, and teaches you how to tune the cosmic forces governing prosperity after this pandemics for one Maritime Day 2020. Okay, I believe that this incident happened no problem, that this time we will provide various flexibility to the secretariat and member states, and the main thing is we have different tasks for this one. Now we have gender equality, we have ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all the stages for this pandemics, and after this 2020 September 2020 World Maritime Day, we will finish the poverty from everywhere after this incidents, and we will finish this hunger, we will achieve and finish the food security and improve nutrition, okay, and healthy lives. Now more than 1 billion people lives in this world and coastal areas in this number. So our target is the IMO conventions and other instruments not only contribute to reduction of the shipping related pollution in this wider ocean, but also in the ports and coastal regions. Examples that atmospheric emissions from the ships are strictly regulated globally. In addition, IMO has designated a number of emissions control areas in which more stringent rules apply. Furthermore, from January 2020, there's sulfur emission and this nitrogen emission, okay, and sulfur cap is expected to have a major beneficial impact on the environment and for the human health. Now, the second thing is particularly that of the people living in port cities and coastal communities beyond these existing emission control areas. Okay, so we have this matter. Okay, now second thing is important is we are equipped in line with the approach laid out. Camera thoda bit, okay, approach laid out in the IMO secretary, okay, and this secretary general and everybody, and in showcase contributions for our SDGs, okay, to act upon opportunities of technologies, finance and new partnerships of the future benefit of the shipping industry and humankind. This everything told by Mr. Lim, the Secretary General of IMO. Okay, they also told and they also believe that this time, all themes, this time 15 or 16 themes, they all believe provide flexibility to the Secretary of the State of all the member states of IMO, and they already highlighted different topics, different challenges in meeting these things. 2020 all challenges meeting of 2030 sustainable development of different agendas. Therefore, I told in our previous meeting that 16 themes. Okay. At the same time, they have excellent opportunities to highlight that they already have significant contribution of shipping and the IMO to building the sustainable future. Mr. Lim also told in previous meeting that year 2020 will mark the beginning of a decade of action and delivery. It will be decisive decade not only for shipping industry but for life on the planet. Okay, in the last year what happened in September 99, that we see a gathering of heads of states in the United Nations in New York and talk how far the world has come in realizing the sustainable development and commitment. Okay, now we have SDG summits, climate actions, and the UN Ocean Conference are planned for 2020. Okay, now second thing, I already told that different type of horizons, hard working we will do in the future. We already discussed in our previous meetings. Our plan must be good negotiation skills. Our plan, we have to do extra diligent jobs for IMO. Okay, IMO, the future plan, the IMO also work to enhance technical capacities in wastewater management on both ships and in ports, and to promote recycling, cleaner production technologies and more sustainable consumption patterns. They already planned. The IMO's Hong Kong International Convention provides a framework for safety and environmental sound recycling of ships themselves. Okay, in different convention, that by promoting trade, by different procedures, by sea, by nutritional, by national shipping lines, and protecting our seafarers as a good carrier, by improving the port infrastructures and efficiency, by developing and strengthening in intermodal links. Okay, now our economics development supported by sustainable maritime development and underpinned by good maritime security, will support by our post previous 5 years before, 2015 development agenda and everything United Nations initiative taken and addressing by the different members. Now, reduction inequality within the among countries. IMO has a mission statement to help developing countries improve their ability to comply with the international rules and standards relating to the maritime safety, security, prevention and control of the maritime pollution, giving priority to technical assistance programs that focus on human resources development and institutional capacity building. For this, listen me, you can put it here, ma'am. For this, they have planned the connections between the ships, ports, cities and the people who live in them to safe and sustainable. They must also be secure. IMO has also planned. The IMO helps its member states enhance maritime safety, security, focusing on what the civil maritime industry, embracing both the shipping and the port sectors, can do to protect itself. Now they have different plans and they already discussed in their meetings. They have different sessions, they have different meetings and they already told the agenda to everybody. So the main thing, we must be ready to solve each and every problems. We must be mind-blowing negotiation and developing, creating skills. And these things is good for us and good for everybody. IMO currently has a partnership arrangements more than various NGOs and various IGOs. Now, the students from the IMO education establishments, from the WMO and International Maritime Law Institutes provide the core institutional capacity in their home countries to successfully implement the global regulatory regime for international shipping. Please note, now something important I tell you, the main benefits of the IMO efforts for this biodiversity through measures for the global spread of various species by the ships. They are also trying to solve this problem. The organization is also global efforts to halt illegal wildlife and trafficking, and also as a member of the United States Wildlife Transport Task Force. Understand now? Now, the IMO also supports the targets for managing and protecting marine and coastal ecosystems. You know the ecosystem is very well. Okay, now not at least through the establishment of special areas, special sensitive areas and different areas and Great Barrier, even various areas, sensitive areas and different, and particularly sensitive area protective marine blood versatility has also been the theme for IMO for many years. Now, the implemented thing, they are everything good implement, they are trying good enforce, the main conventions and regulations, everything adopted by the IMO member state actively addresses, and now they have target to apply these things thoroughly. Now, okay, second thing I told you, we must promise, as I discuss you, everything that we must promise that as a professional seafarers, everything on board ships, and we know that only trade is going by seafarers, 80 to 90% in the world. Okay. Second thing, I discussed to you something important. Over 1 million seafarers operate the global fleet. Okay, a concern for the seafarers' welfare, both as employees and as individuals, can be seen in the IMO work on issue, and this is the IMO continuation work, not one day work, continuation work since long time. So this work on issues such as fatigue, fair treatment and liability and compensation for seafarers, they are going further enhance, discuss with MLCs, discuss with ILO. So finally, and the annual day of seafarers celebrated each year, and you know that we have two major events every year. One is 25 June, this is International Seafarers Day, and one is World Maritime Seafarers Day, Maritime Day on 24 September. And this campaign globally to give wider recognitions to the seafarers. How many times, sir?
9:30.
No problem. Now, 13 you tell me. Okay, sir? Now, okay, 13. Now, the IMO contributes to the international cooperation to facilitate, IMO, this technical and facilitate and secretariat various skills, okay? So, access to the clean energy research. So, enhance the maritime energy research and technology, in particular energy efficiency and advanced clean fuel, fossil technology and promotion, investment in energy, infrastructures and clean energy technology. Now, something is important I can tell you, how this gender equality and capacity building program, the IMO encourages in the member states to enable for the women to train alongside men in their maritime institutes. Now, IMO also enhance for the women. We have very good women and ladies in the shipping and merchant navy. IMO also told they will stay to enable to train alongside men in their maritime studies along with women. The IMO supports to gender equality. Very important. This is very good news. The IMO supports gender equality for men and women and the empowerment of women through gender-specific fellowships by facilitating access to the high-level technical training for women in maritime sector in developing countries and creating the environment in which women are identified and selected for a career development opportunities in maritime administrations, maritime port, maritime training institute depend on the women's capacity and capabilities. This is very important. Now, just I tell you something that IMO also cooperates with the International Naval Organization, especially for the seafarers who are at sea. It's very important, and they are doing over more efficient shipping. Working in partnership with the port sector will be a major driver towards global stability and sustainable development for the good of all people. Just I tell you something that we must, as seafarers, what we will do? We must be good presentation skills, must be good facilitation skills, must be team leader, team building, conflict resolutions, and we must follow this diversity of workplace diversity, workplace harassment, workplace violence. We must to manage these small things. So what can I do? We will do, but also we need the support from the IMO, we need the support from the government, that we have to work as a good team, and we have to work as a good team member. As a ship, you know that we must make the best use of traditional well-proven techniques. We undertake different phenomena, take on board ship staff and familiar with each and everything. Well, technically, you know, we have lot of things, new advanced techniques, so we must learn before joining the vessel, and we must follow each and everything, comply all the checklists for risk management, for ISM, and don't just put tick. Okay, understand now? Now, something I tell you that we have in the world, but due to some bad economics and in the previous some poor infrastructures, every year millions of people died from diseases associated with the inadequate water supply, inadequate food supply, sanitation and hygiene. So, you know, in East African countries, in East African countries, in West African countries, lot of incidents happen. Now this one, we must try our best that in future that this not happen, because this time agenda is between IMO, United Nations and all the secretariat member, everybody is doing. Now something we must good cooperate, coordinate with everybody. We must follow the good management and administration skills, not on board, also on shore. Appraisal, planning, execution, monitoring, controlling, planning, cooperating, coordinating, innovating, staffing, supervising. Finally, team building, team management. Also, we must follow that we have good passion, enthusiasm, and finally, good attitude, good aptitude, and finally, everything we have great altitude. Thank you very much for everybody for this year 24 September 2020 IMO presentation. Captain Syed Irfan. Thank you.